Here is something nobody talks about. The most stuck people in the world are not the ones without talent. They are not the ones without ideas. They are not the ones without potential. The most stuck people in the world are often the smartest ones in the room, and there is a reason for that, a specific, painful, invisible reason. This is the story of Victor, one of the smartest people anyone around him had ever met, and one of the most stuck. Listen carefully, because this story might explain your life. Victor was the kind of person teachers remembered, not because he was loud, not because he demanded attention, but because when Victor spoke, even at 15, even at 17, he said things that made adults pause. That's a remarkably mature observation. His teachers would say Victor absorbed everything: history, philosophy, science, literature. He read books that his peers wouldn't touch. For another decade, he understood systems. He saw patterns. He could look at a problem and immediately identify 3 solutions and the weaknesses of each one. He was, by every measure, exceptional. At 25, Victor had a plan. Not one plan, 17 plans. A business idea he had been refining for 2 years. A book he had been outlining for 3. A creative project he had been researching for 18 months. An investment strategy he had been studying for a year. Each plan was detailed. Each plan was intelligent. Each plan was unstarted because Victor had a process before he began anything. He needed to understand it completely. He needed to research every angle, anticipate every obstacle, prepare for every possible outcome. He needed to be ready. His friend Dominic was the opposite. Dominic was not as smart as Victor. Everyone knew this, including Dominic, but Dominic had started a small online business. At 23, it had failed. He started another one at 24. It had struggled, then slowly grown. At 26, Dominic was making a modest but real income from something he had built himself. Victor watched this with complicated feelings. Dominic got lucky, he told himself. His market was easier, his timing was right. If I had started something that simple, I would have succeeded too. His mentor, Professor Hale, a man who had known Victor since university, said something to him once that Victor dismissed at the time. Victor, you are the most prepared person I have ever met. You are also the least started. Victor smiled politely. I just want to do it right, he said. Professor Hale looked at him over the top of his glasses. There is no right, he said quietly. There is only done and not done. And right now, everything you are capable of is sitting in the not done pile. Victor nodded respectfully and went home and researched for 3 more months. The wake-up call came at 29. Victor attended a conference. In his industry, he sat in the audience and listened to a speaker on stage, a young woman named Iris, presenting a business she had built from nothing to something real. In 3 years, the business was in Victor's exact field. The idea was good, not brilliant good. Victor had thought of something similar. 2 years ago, he had researched it, analyzed it, built a detailed plan for it, and then found 3 potential problems and put it aside to think about more. He sat in that audience and felt the floor shift beneath him, not because Iris had stolen his idea. She hadn't. She had simply done it. While Victor was finding reasons to wait, Iris had found reasons to start. While Victor was perfecting his plan, Iris was learning from her mistakes. While Victor was getting ready, Iris was getting results. After the presentation, Victor approached her. That was impressive, he said genuinely. How did you start? Were you not afraid of getting it wrong? Iris looked at him with mild surprise. I got it wrong constantly, she said. I still do. The first version of the business looked nothing like this. It was honestly a bit of a mess. So how did you fix it? Victor asked. By doing it, she said simply. You can't fix something that doesn't exist yet. You have to build the wrong version first, so you can see what the right version needs to be. Victor stood very still. You have to build the wrong version first. He drove home in silence, and for the first time, he looked at his intelligence, not as an asset, but as a trap, because here is what his intelligence had done. It had shown him every possible way to fail. Before he had taken a single step, it had generated so many questions that the questions had become walls. It had made him so aware of complexity. That simplicity felt irresponsible. It had convinced him quietly, convincingly, that the responsible thing was to keep preparing, keep researching, keep refining, keep getting ready indefinitely. And here is the cruel irony, the thing that makes smart people's trap so much harder to escape. The preparation feels like progress, it feels productive, it feels responsible, it feels like the intelligent approach. Reading another book feels like moving forward, building another spreadsheet. Feels like moving forward, refining the plan one more time. Feels like moving forward, but it is not moving forward, it is moving in place. The appearance of motion, without the reality of it, a treadmill. That feels like a road. Victor thought about the last 4 years, the books read, the plans written, the research conducted, the ideas refined, thousands of hours. And what did he have to show for it? Knowledge. Enormous, detailed, sophisticated knowledge. About things he had never done. He knew more about building a business than most people who had built one. He knew more about writing a book than most people who had written one. He knew more about investing than most people who had invested, and he had nothing, no business, no book, no investment, just plans. Beautiful, intelligent, completely useless plans. He thought about maps. A map is a remarkable thing. It shows you the terrain, the roads, the distances, the obstacles. It tells you everything about the journey. But a map, no matter how detailed, no matter how accurate, cannot take you anywhere. Only your feet can do that. Victor had the most detailed map in the room, and he had never left the house. He opened his laptop that night. Not to research, not to plan, not to refine. He opened a blank document, and he typed 4 words at the top. Version 1, start here. Not version 10, not the perfect version, not the version he had been preparing for. Version 1, imperfect, incomplete, real, and he began. The first version was not good. Victor knew this. He could see exactly how it fell short. He could list 20 improvements before he had even finished it, but he finished it anyway. And then he did something that felt almost physically painful. He shared it with Dominic first, then with Professor Hale, then with 3 people in his industry. Their feedback was honest. Some of it confirmed what he already knew. Some of it surprised him. Some of it pointed to problems he had never anticipated. Problems that no amount of research could have revealed, because they only became visible when the thing actually existed in the real world. And here was the twist. The problems were not fatal. They were fixable, every single one of them. Fixable not in theory, in practice, because now there was something real to fix. Professor Hale called him after reading it. Victor, he said, this is version 1. I know, Victor said, it's not ready. No, Professor Hale said, it's not finished, but it is ready. Do you understand the difference? Victor thought about it. Ready means it can go into the world and teach you something, he said slowly. Exactly, Professor Hale said. Finished is a myth, ready is a choice. Victor thought about a sculptor. A sculptor does not think the statue into existence. They pick up the chisel, they make the first cut. Imperfect, committed, irreversible, and then the next, and the next. The statue reveals itself. Through the doing, not through the planning. You cannot think your way to a statue. You can only cut your way there. Victor had been thinking about his statue for 4 years now. Finally, he was cutting. So why do smart people stay stuck? Because their intelligence, the very thing that makes them capable, also makes them dangerous to themselves. It shows them too much, too many risks, too many variables, too many ways the thing could go wrong. And so they wait, they prepare, they research, they refine, until waiting becomes a habit, until preparing becomes an identity. Until the gap between who they are and who they could be grows so wide, they stop believing they can cross it. If this is you, and I think for many of you, it is, I want to say something directly. Your intelligence is not the problem. Your relationship with imperfection, that is the problem. You have decided, somewhere along the way, that you are only allowed to begin when you are certain of success, but certainty does not exist, not for anyone, not ever. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who were most certain. They are the ones who were most willing to be uncertain and move anyway. Smart people stay stuck because they use their intelligence to build better cages. The exit is not more thinking. The exit is one imperfect step taken before you are ready in the direction of the thing you have been preparing for. Long enough so today. Not when you finish the research, not when the plan is perfect, not when you feel ready, today. Open the document, make the call, build version 1. Let it be imperfect, let it be incomplete, let it be real. Because an imperfect thing that exists is infinitely more powerful than a perfect thing that never leaves your mind. The world cannot be changed by ideas that stay inside your head, only by ideas that step outside. Uncertain, imperfect, alive. And begin. If this story woke something up in you, share it with the smartest person you know, who is still getting ready. Because somewhere out there is a victor, brilliant, prepared, completely stuck, who just needs someone to tell him, version 1 is enough. Start. This video is for him. This video is for you. Thank you for watching.